day one of university. I have just blow dried my hair, which is why I look like I'm crazy. I don't have class today, so if because I'm in my second year. If you're in first year, then everyone would be going into basically tutorials, which are just talking about how to use the system, where to see announcements, and what your assessments are, but I already know what they are. So all of my lecture content has been released for all three of my subjects. I've already had a look at it. A lot of reading, so I'm really prepared for that. I've done some work emails this morning, and lucky for you, we get to go to a careers expo. It's being held by the Queensland Law Society, so it's between 12 and 4 o'clock. It's about 11:20 right now, so I'm going to do the hair, put some face on, and look like a businesswoman. And then we're gonna head out. I will show you some footage, kind of give you, I think there's 40 businesses there. So that'll be quite nice, and it's just legal. And it's not necessarily student, so it's more just a law expo in general. So it'll be heaps of fun. So let's get ready with me, and then I'll take you on my journey for the day. All right, so face is on. I've decided to pin my hair back. I've gone for Agent Provocateur as my perfume. I drew in my beauty spot, which is a fun story. And actually, while I was drawing it in, I was like, I wish I would tell you guys. Steph, my fantastic bestie, gave me this tattoo while I was at Tattoo Expo with her for Power and Stiletto, my other company that we share together. Had it tattooed because I was sick of drawing it on, but then turns out you just have to draw it on anyway after you put your foundation on. Like, you can still see it, but it looks more like a blemish. So, and I actually, on my other phone, I have the footage of me getting that tattoo. So I might show it to you over here.
Sorry. Okay. Done. Yep. Alright, I am in the car. I'm about to head off. It's hot as. So jacket's off. My shoes are off. I'm gonna wear these. Which I love because I don't have boring professional shoes. So I will jump back on when I'm there. Hey guys, so I just arrived. I'm in the car park downstairs from the convention center. There's not a lot of cars here, so I'm a bit sketchy. Like, did I come on the wrong day, or is just like, did everyone walk or like catch the train? I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit anxious. I've got to put my shoes on, my jacket. I've got band-aids in my bag just in case, because these heels can be pretty painful. And I've also been to the convention center quite a bit, and it is long. So depending on where it is or if it's upstairs, it will almost feel like you're walking a kilometer, even though you're probably not, but in these heels it does. So I'll take you upstairs with me. Hopefully we'll find it. I've got the ticket on my phone, or just to show that I'm a member, and wish me luck. So there's 40 vendors, so there's 40 vendors. Hopefully one of them is a future employer. We'll see. So I'm here. No one is here. Have a look. It's empty. But it does say that I have to go to the ballroom, which is upstairs. So you can come walk with me. out. It was good. Some of the law firms were a tad bit dry, but I'm assuming that's the law. I'm just about to head down, get some lunch. There was one law firm, Shine Lawyers, that really stuck out to me. And that's a good thing. Everyone was kind of wanting you to do their clerkship or a graduate program, which sounds pretty good. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna read all the information, have some lunch because I'm starving, it's 2 o'clock. And yeah, then do a bunch of uni work, take my daughter to swimming, make dinner, do all the fun stuff. Alright, bye. Hey, I'm back. I just wanted to say that one of the questions that I asked everyone, all the booth holders, and especially the HR people that were there, is what were the couple key things that I needed to consider in the applications. And not surprisingly, everyone was saying just be authentic, and that was true. They were also talking about value. So instead of the resume, saying the position that you held, explain what you accomplished, and also what you failed at, but also what you learned. And that was specifically from Shine Lawyers, which I found really interesting. The other, which also surprised me, is the cover letter and the power of the cover letter. So people, they were all saying basically, that's your kind of time to shine. Be authentic, tell us why, but be humble. Don't be scared to tell us that you failed, but also explain what you've learned and pair some of the values to your own personal values to the company's values, and make them feel like you specifically chose them, not that they were just on some random list and you just kind of went down the line. So why specifically you believe that you would be really good for them. So I think those are my really big takeaways. I've got an idea of some of the companies that I would like to clerk for. And a really big shout out, there was the Pride in Law Association, which are all volunteers. The guys were so kind and incredible, and if they were offering a clerkship, let me just say, I would be the first in line for that one. They were fabulous, and I bet you would be an incredible culture there. And they shouldn't be volunteers, they should be paid. So I think they did a really good job, and I would definitely come to one of these again if you have the chance to go to a legal expo, a career expo. Definitely do it, and it definitely gave me a more precise idea on where I want to go with my resume. And yeah, and I'm allowed to be a little bit creative. I can't be too crazy, but I think I'm probably gonna go back this week, have a look at my resume, and really focus some time on my cover letter, and then I might send it off to the careers counsellor over at my university and just see what they think. But yeah, it looks like a lot of the clerkships are closing, so I need to apply for them ASAP, which I hadn't kind of factored into doing this week. So that's what I will be up to. All right, off to get some food, then home, then changed into comfy clothes that don't include stripes, and then checking some emails and doing some work. I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, so I'm back in the office. I have gotten out of my tight pants. They were not originally tight prior to the pandemic, so I think I need to consult the fridge on why that's the case. I have just done a bunch of work emails, a couple work calls. I've now kind of cleared out all the stuff that I have to do. I'm going to take a break, have a cup of tea, and I need to do some study. So I'm doing 3 classes this semester. I'm doing equity, evidence, and personal and commercial property. I am halfway through equity. So this is going to be like a contracts class, and I hated contracts. I didn't hate it, I just found it dry. This, I think, is going to be in that same vein. So my plan going forward is to do that class in the mornings. I have more energy in the mornings. I don't feel kind of wiped out like I do right now. So that's going to be the plan for that. evidence seems to, all my subjects seems to be pretty heavy, but evidence seems to be a little bit easier. So I'm going to do a lecture this afternoon. My husband's parents are making dinner because they're incredible. So I don't have to do dinner, which is lovely. Hey everyone. I just wanted to give a bit of an editing note while I'm editing this video. There's a reason why I didn't show the inside the expo too much. I thought it would be weird. I didn't want to be the person that was like filming everything and then have a potential employer not want to talk to me because I videoed them without their consent. I felt really odd about it. And now looking at the video, I'm just like, oh gosh, like I would have wanted to have seen what it looked like. I would have wanted someone to have interviewed some of the people that I spoke to and asked them questions. And I didn't, and I'm sorry. Slap on the wrist and I'll know to do it next time. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about, I've had a career and I still have one. I'm a digital marketer. I owned my own business. I had great employees, great partners. I worked on multinational campaigns for not-for-profits and franchises, and I've done a lot. And I've worked my way up from just doing social media posts to kind of, where I ended up. So I don't have a tripod. And it's weird. It is so weird to be flung back to kind of talking to people. And like the thing that I found is I spoke to so many lawyers or HR people and they were like, hey, like, tell us what you want to do. And I know what I want to do. I know that I have an interest in tech law. I don't want to do family. I have an interest in malpractice and medicine. And those are the areas that I want to be in. And I felt so dismissed in a way. I felt like, oh, okay, but no, we do rotations. You do 5 different groups, and depending on what we think you're good at is where you'll end up. And that was really disheartening. And I earn decent amount of money. I charge hourly, and I'm happy that I can do that. And knowing that I'm gonna have to drop back to probably getting people bagels and coffee and hanging out at the printer when people used to do that for me. I don't know. I feel really weird about it. I spent some time afterwards. So this was probably 2 weeks ago, and I've been slack. We've had lockdown, and I'll do a different video, which is that update. But it's hard. And I think, no, I don't believe there is a representation for anyone like us that is old and has had the career, has worked their way up to the top and then realized, oh, it's nice and sunny up here, but I wonder what's over on that mountain. And then you got to go backwards. And I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forward, and this is a journey I'm figuring out. I don't want to apply for clerkships. Am I a princess? Like, I don't want to do that. Like, yes, I want to follow up people's invoices and I want to draft legal letters. And yeah, I'm excited about that. But I'm not excited about getting paid $20 an hour or for being on salary and working 60-hour weeks when I'm only getting paid 38. Like, I'm worried about that. And I'm seeing heaps of videos online about there's a whole business that was created in the legal industry of how to get lawyers out. And that's a first. So I'm worried about burnout. I'm a mom and I want to put my kids to sleep, and I want to be a lawyer. I think I'll be a damn good lawyer. I think I'd be a good advocate, and I don't want to lose my clients. And I'm pretty sure not all of my book clients or my Airbnb clients are going to want to sue people. But I'm conflicted, and I think anyone else in my situation, as being someone that's older, someone that's had a successful career, is now trying to figure out this bit is daunting, and I don't want to feel like I'm going backwards. And it makes sense when the careers counsellor said to me, don't do it, get out. And that's not what you want to hear, but it's true. And she said I was too creative. That was after I was showing her some of my artwork. Yeah, and she goes, you're too creative, get out. And she's like, you won't be able. Actually, no, it's a funny story because I sent her my resume and it was like pink and purple and it was in like Montserrat font. it was like fancy. And I mean, like, not tech fancy. Like, if it was tech fancy, it would be like a website and I would have really done it up. But I dumbed this down, and yeah, she just laughed and said no. Like, remove the border, remove the pink flurries, black and white, Arial, 12-point font, one page, and that made me sad. So I feel like I'm stuck. I don't want to apply for clerkships. I want to put my kids to sleep, and I want to make dinner for my husband, and I want to put the kids in the bath, and I want to read Cinderella and Aladdin. Um, so I don't know. That's my editor's note. I was happy. I was happy because I was like, oh yeah, I want to work for Shine Lawyers. And then I looked through the process, and I was like, oh gosh, like I'm a mum. I don't have great grades, and you'd know that if you saw my first video. I don't have this killer GPA that's going to put me on top of the pack. And yes, everyone in the legal careers thing was like, it's all about your cover letter. And gosh, like, I'm going to have to ramp up my cover letter so people can bypass my grades. But yeah, I was happy in the video. Now I'm conflicted. And if you are in the same boat as me, let me know. Because I feel like I don't want to go backwards. I want a good. I have a good understanding of what good culture is, what a good business owner should look like, how I should be managed. And I remember a good friend of mine who's a lawyer, and he said to me, and I said, "Would you hire me?" And he said, "The thing is, Selina, is you know too much." And he was like, "You know what it's like to run a business. You know what it's like also to mismanage someone and to be mismanaged. And I'm not this moldable Play-Doh. I come with experience, and that can be a good thing, but it can also be a hindrance." So I'm probably blabbing, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. That's where I'm at. The legals career thing was great, but I also walked out I was happy, but walked out also deflated to be like, oh gosh, like they don't give a crap about me. They don't care that I want to be in tech. Everyone was like, oh, IP, and I was like, yeah, but I don't see myself as like hanging out in patents. Like I see myself more. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know enough. But I'm confused of where I'm going. Yeah.